All right, here we go. Spartans in blue, Hutch in white. We've got Esslinger centering. We've got Gielen and Colton at D. This is Gielen. Chipped up and out. Regan and Hunsley are our forwards. Hutch regroups behind the net. Reverses course, D to D. Gielen tries to hold the line. Puck gets past him. Colton Erickson hustling back. Icing, 14:37 to go in the first. We're zeros. Face off. Hutch controls in their own zone. Far wall chips it up and out. Regan holds it in, dumps it back behind the net. This is Hunsley giving chase in the near corner. Esslinger. And now puck up off of, I think that was Regan's stick and Colton Erickson pressuring. Shot save made by Hansen. Spartans are going to change. We're going to have Henches centering Pasqua and Holly with Hinderman and Nokelby at D. Far side. Henches on the half wall. Stick handles, loses the puck. Dump towards the net. Hinderman comes out with it. Bounces it off the wall to Holly. Holly chips it up and out. Henches almost had it picked. Hutch controls the neutral zone, dumps the puck. This is Nokelby in the corner. Pasqua on the near half wall trying to chip it up and out. Shot on net. Hinderman battling in front of the net. Hansen trying to cover it up. Gets knocked to the side. Holly pressuring at the top. Shot blocked off of Hench's skate. Hinderman to the half wall. Puck in the slot. Backhand. Save made and deflected wide. This is Pasqua into the corner. Henches and Nokelby supporting. Puck up to the point here for Hutch. Shot high and wide. Holly to the far half wall. Hutch controls. Hindi in the corner. Back behind the net, backhands up and off the near board, trying to hit Pasqua. Hutch controls, shot wide. Holly far half wall. Nokelby in the corner, rings the boards. This is Pasqua. Hutch from the point, stick handle, shot wide. Holly. Puck is dumped. Henches hustling behind the net. Backhanding it up. Pasqua. Up through the neutral zone, stick handling, wide left, dumps the puck. Shot through the crease is gloved by the Hutch goalie. 12:46 to go in the first. We're still zeros, and Spartans are going to finish their change. We're going to have Esslinger with Wyatt Erickson and Johnson. We've got Gielen and Toso at D. Puck back to the point. Gielen dumps down to Wyatt on the half wall. Esslinger behind the net, gathering it up. Over to Johnson. Johnson, shot deflected off a bunch of Hutch sticks. Bouncing around, back to the corner. This is Johnson. Johnson comes away with it, has his puck lifted, and he's dumped. Backhand by Esslinger goes wide. Gielen pinches to the near half wall. Dumps the puck. Esslinger lays this guy out. Hutch wants a penalty. That's not coming. Toso across to Gielen, shot wide. Toso pinches far half wall, shot deflected. Toso pressuring. Hutch clears to the neutral zone. Johnson gathers it up. Was trying to hit, I think, Wyatt, but it got bumped wide by Hutch. This is Gielen dumping the puck. Wyatt Erickson giving chase. Puck behind the net. Henches trying to tie up. Wyatt sends it back opposite side. Spartans in the middle of a change. We've got Regan out there now. Henches battling in the corner. With Regan supporting. Puck up to the point. Colton takes a shot. Big ol' rebound by the goalie. Bounces out almost to the blue line. Regan holds it and dumps the puck. Henches back behind the net. Far half wall. Colton tries to center. Ends up on Wyatt's stick and then to Henches. Back behind the net. This is Regan. Puck to the near half wall. Wyatt pressuring. Puck is dumped. Gielen through the neutral zone gathers it up. Finds Henches on the far blue line, but Hutch picks a pocket. Heading back this way. Hutch wide right. Shot, save made. Rebound picked up by Regan and dumped up the near wall into the neutral zone. Hutch gives chase. No icing, goes the length of the ice. Hutch behind their own net. Good hustle there by Hunsley now, and Esslinger out on the ice. Hutch through the neutral zone. Hunsley chips it aside. Esslinger picks it up, hits Regan in the neutral zone. Regan going wide left. Chodrag gets bumped off the puck. Esslinger picks it up. Esslinger shot is in. Esslinger makes it 1-0, 10:31 to go in the first. We're going to have Esslinger centering Hunsley and Regan. Toso and Nokelby at D. Battle at the red line. Nokelby tries to come out with it. Hutch sticks it away. Puck is dumped. This is Toso behind the net. Hunsley on the far half while Hunsley backhand was trying to hit Regan heading out of the zone. Hutch picked it up. Shot. Save made. Swept out by Esslinger. Puck is sent the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Hunsley hustling after. Played aside by the Hutch goaltender. Hunsley in the corner. Half wall. Toso holding the line. Hutch back behind their own net. Henches pressuring. Now Nokelby drops. Puck gets past him. Toso supporting. Picks it up here in the Spartan zone. Tries to hit Hawley on the far side. Bounces under his stick, and Hutch controls in their own zone. Pasqua pressuring. And now Hawley. Hutch sends this the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Toso backhands over to Pasqua in the near corner. Pasqua looking up ice, trying to hit Henches, turned aside by Hutch. Toso, far corner. Hawley backhands, trying to clear it out. Hutch gathers it up from the point, dump it to the half wall. Toso pressuring, shot turned aside by Henches. Henches going wide. He's got Pasqua here up in the near side. Pasqua and the Hutch player tying up for the 50-50 puck. Cleared out to neutral zone. Esslinger gains the blue line, dumps the puck. Hawley in the corner giving chase. Pasqua on the near half wall trying to tie up. Hawley coming out with it. Bumped off the puck, gets it over to Esslinger. Esslinger shot's blocked. Another shot from the slot blocked. Hutch sends this the length of the ice, and Gielen's in a foot race. Nice job by Nolan. Turning the puck aside, backhands over to, I believe it's Colton Erickson now on the half wall. Chipping it up, but cannot get it out. Hutch from the point, shot gloved by Hansen with 8:22 to go in the first, up by 1. All right, we're going to have Esslinger centering Johnson and Wyatt Erickson. We've got Colton Erickson and Gielen at D. This is Wyatt and Johnson through the neutral zone. Puck is free. Esslinger picks it up. Off the wall trying to hit Gielen, who dumps the puck in. Johnson giving chase. Hutch controlling in their own end. D to D. Wyatt pressuring. Oh, Esslinger almost had that pocket pick. Gielen settles it down, tries to dump the puck. Esslinger comes out with it. Shot wide. Colton picks it up in the neutral zone at the red line. Backhands up and over, trying to hit Johnson, intercepted by Hutch. Hutch, dingle-dangle, loses the puck. Gielen up to Johnson. Johnson picks it up through the neutral zone. Bumped off the puck down in the corner. Wyatt supporting. Puck to the far corner. Henches in now. Over to Johnson. Can't quite get a shot off. Hutch behind their own net. Far half wall. This is Wyatt. Dumps the puck into the corner. Henches slows it up. Battling in the corner. Comes out with it. Loses the puck on a backhand. Tigers head through the neutral zone and up ice. Nokelby with some good D in the corner. Hench is supporting. Tigers from the slot. Shot wide. Wyatt Erickson far board trying to clear it out. Held in by the Hutch D. Puck rings the boards. This is Nokleby. To Johnson here on the near half wall. Johnson chips it up to Hentges. Hentges heading up ice. Tries to split the D. Dumps the puck. Hutch behind their own net. Hunsley giving chase now. So Hunsley, Regan, Esslinger are your forwards. Nokleby, Hinderman, your D. Esslinger almost picks the pocket at the red line. Hinderman swings and misses. Regan bumps him off the puck, and they're going to call a trip on, I believe, Grant. So Spartans will be shorthanded with 6:15 to go in the first, up by 1. Regan centering Pasqua, Hinderman, Nokleby at D. Trying to tie up off the faceoff. This is Hinderman, backhands behind the net. Hutch pinches at the near half wall. Regan, Nokleby. Hinderman turns aside the centering pass, dumps it behind the net. Hutch gathering it up from the slot. Shot deflected up into the netting. Whistle blows. 5:59 to go in the first. 1:45 on the penalty kill for your Spartans. Everyone stays the same for puck drop. Nokleby circling behind the net. Tries to lift the puck up off the glass. Hutch can't hold the line, but icing's waved off, and Regan is pressuring down into the corner. Pasqua, far corner. Regan. Hutch trying to clear it out. Pasqua picks up the pocket on the outlet pass, and then dumps the puck over the glass. 5:37 to go in the first. Spartans up by 1, 1:22 on the PK. Swapping out our D, we've got Colton Erickson and Toso now at D. Regan and Pasqua are forwards. Face off outside of the Hutch blue line. Face off. Toso from the red line, backhands it in on net. Hutch tender turns it aside. Regan kind of loses an edge there and goes into the corner. Pasqua sends it on net. Goalie turns it aside. Hutch comes out with it. This is Pasqua with the back check up into the corner. Pokes the puck. Can't quite clear. Gets another stick on it. Good pressure. Hutch. Pasqua. Now Regan here on the near side pressuring. Shot. Save made. Rebound bounces wide. Toso over to Pasqua. Chipping it up and out. And Hutch gives chase. 43 seconds on the penalty kill. Hutch through the neutral zone. Hawley pressuring. Colton Erickson gathers it up. Over to Hawley. Hawley through the neutral zone gets his pocket picked. I'm sorry, that was to Hunsley, not Hawley. Hunsley got his pocket picked. Colton Erickson down in the far corner. Now Toso here on the near corner. Puck to the top. Hunsley chasing after it. Half wall. Trying to chip it up and out. Hutch has it in the slot. Dumps it wide of the puck. Toso gathers it up. Sends it to the near half wall. Hutch. From the point. Dumps it down low. Shot through the crease. Esslinger picks it up. Everybody is now full strength. This is Toso. Tips it back to Grant. Grant trying to send it the length of the ice and hit Hawley. Puck is wide. We have icing with 4 minutes to go in the first. Esslinger with Johnson and Wyatt Erickson, Hinderman and Gielen at D. Shot there went by Hutch, went over the net. Wyatt, good pressure on the far side, trying to clear it out. Hits Esslinger. Esslinger hits Johnson on the near side. Puck rolls off his stick, and Hutch controls in their own end. Esslinger, good pressure. Back check there by Esslinger. Hutch makes it through. Good play by Gielen to knock the puck wide. Puck dumped to the far side, gets under the stick of the D for Hutch. Wyatt pressuring. And it looks like we're going to have coincidental penalties. Or at least the whistle blew for action after the play. And they're just going to have a face-off. No penalties called. Henches centering Hawley and Pasqua. Hinderman Geelan at D. 3:24 to go in the first. Up by 1. Face-off. Won by Henches. Geelan from the red line trying to chip it up and out. Puck played with the high stick. So Henches. Oh, I'm not sure why the whistle blew there. Oh. Puck hit the bench. Face-off center ice, 3:14 to go in the first. Henches with the face-off. Hinderman, far side, gathers it up. Trying to hit Pasqua here on the near half wall. Pasqua presses stick handle around his guy, loses the puck. Geelan picks it up, dumps the puck from the blue line. Spartans give chase. This is Pasqua behind the net. Far corner. Hinderman from the top is blocked. Hench is trying to pick it up in the slot. Bumped free by Hutch. Hutch going wide here, right? With the shot wide of the net. Puck brings the boards. Hawley trying to pick it up. Hinderman in the slot, chipping it out to Pasqua. Pasqua near half wall. Dumps the puck. Hutch coming out with it. Hutch going wide right. Shot. Original save was made, and then Geelan had a great stick to keep the rebound out of the net. Geelan headed up ice through the neutral zone. Puck under Colton's stick. Colton giving chase down into the corner. Bumped off the puck. Colton and Henches battling. Now Hunsley. Colton coming out with it behind his own net. Backhanding it up and out off the glove of the Hutch player. Hutch regroups back in the zone. Regan giving chase. Puck is dumped. Colton behind his net. Regan on the near half wall. Colton behind the net. Puck off the far wall trying to hit Hunsley, but Hutch grabs the puck, dumps it back down low. This is Henches pressuring. Puck through the slot. Hunsley pressuring. Shot is kind of bouncing around. Hutch comes out with it behind the net. Good pressure by Henches. Puck to the point. Goalie doesn't have his stick. The Hutch skater is kicking it away. That should be a penalty. Henches grabs the puck, dumps it. Controlled by Regan, who leaves it for Hunsley. Hunsley hustling up the far half wall. Leaves the puck behind. Regan trying to gather it up, dumps the puck. The D were on a change. Hunsley pressuring. Esslinger. And Toso grabs it. Puck is dumped again. That should be too many men on the ice because it hit the player's skate. No call. Esslinger through the neutral zone. Hutch dumps the puck. Nokelby gathers it up off the wall. Heading back the other direction. 40 seconds to go in the period. Spartans up by 1. Wyatt Erickson pressuring, and this is going to go the length of the ice. No icing. Nokelby gathering it up in the corner to Regan on the near half wall. Esslinger supporting. Puck cross ice to the far point. Toso behind the net rings the boards. Nice play by Esslinger. Shot from the point. Save made by Hansen. 10 seconds to go in the period. Up by 1. Esslinger centering Regan and Wyatt Erickson. Nokelby and Toso at D. Esslinger takes face off. Puck drop. All tied up. Toso battling Wyatt on the far wall, trying to chip it up and out. Hutch trying to get one more shot off. Good pressure by Toso. Puck is dumped wide, and that's the end of the first. Start at 2, we're going to have Hutchinson centering Johnson and Wyatt Erickson. Toso and Nokelby at D. 15 minutes up on the clock. Puck drop. Skips under Toso's stick. Toso and Hutch player giving chase. Trying to tie up here in the corner. Backhand by Hutch. Nice job by Nokelby. Shot is wide. Follow-up shot. Sounded like it hit the post. Shot from the slot right into the belly of Hansen. Save made. 14:44 to go in the second. We're going to have Esslinger centering Pasqua and Holly. Colton Erickson and Hinderman at D. Face off. This is Hindi into the corner. Sends it over to Colton on the near corner. Colton chips it up to Holly. Gets turned around by Hutch. Hutch backhand through the crease. Kicked aside by Hinderman. Follow up. Save made. Hinderman takes exception to the player poking at his goalie. D gets swapped out. Now Gielan and Toso are in. Icing. Esslinger centering Pasqua, Holly, Gielan, Toso at D. This is Gielan down in the corner. Trying to hit Esslinger. Hutch controls and holds the blue line. Toso now over to Holly here on the near half wall. Chips it up and out. Whistle blows. Offside's called. 14:11 to go in the second. Pasqua and Gielan on the far wall battling. Puck through the neutral zone. Esslinger takes a swing at it. Holly chips at it. Esslinger picks it up. Over to Pasqua. Pasqua in the corner. Tries to center. Turned aside by the goalie. Toso from the half wall. Dumps down to Pasqua. Puck rings the boards. This is Esslinger giving chase to the corner. Weird bounce off the kick plate there. Hutch gathers it up. Lifting it up and out. Trying to hit their guy on a breakaway. Icing waved off. Nice save by Hansen. Esslinger picks it up behind the net, chips it up, and out of play. 13:32 to go in the second. Spartans up by 1. Everybody changes. Hench is centering Regan and Hunsley. Nokelby and Colton Erickson at D. Off the face-off. Hench is trying to tie up. Nokelby comes out with it, chips it up and off the wall. Regan knocks it free. Hunsley in a 50-50 puck. Icing waved off. Good hustle by Henry. Into the corner, tying up. Hench is trailing. Henry and Hunsley and Hench is supporting. Hench is bumped off the puck in the slot. Hutch heading up ice with a 3-on-2. Regan hustling back. Shot well wide for the Hutch winger. Hench is battling near half wall. This is Colton Erickson down the corner behind the net. Hutch. Hench is battling. Hutch far corner picks up the puck. Trying to run a switch on the far side. Pass picked off by Hench's. His outlet pass picked off by Hutch. Hutch behind the net, centering. Save made. Colton chips it up and out. Hunsley here on the near half wall clears it. Icing waved off. Regan chasing after. Puck rings the boards. Esslinger back behind the net. Puck to the top corner. Nokelby chips it towards the net. Esslinger trying to pick it up. Turned aside by the goaltender. Esslinger up to Nokelby. Shot wide. Esslinger. Well, those hands got a little high down there. Regan here on the near half wall. Stick handling through the slot. Toe drag, shot. Finds the net. $11:49 to go in the second. Spartans up by 2. Fresh players on the ice. We're going to have Hentges centering Wyatt Erickson and Johnson. We've got Hinderman and Gielen at D. Face off. Won by Hentges. Gielen chips it up with a backhand to Wyatt. Through the neutral zone. Puck is dumped in. Hinderman trying to hit Johnson far side. Johnson chips it up through the neutral zone. Hutch controls. Wyatt Erickson pressuring. Hutch through the neutral zone. Coming in with some speed. Shot. Save made. Rebound swept out by Hentges. Hentges trying to chip it up to the far half wall. Gielen behind the net. Trying to clear. Hutch gathers it up. Spartans chip it out. Johnson lifts it up and over his guy. He's got Hentges trailing with him. There's an interference call, and Hutch is going to have a PK, or is going to have a penalty. Spartans get a power play. Hentges is going to center Hawley and Pasqua, Colton Erickson and Toso at D. 11:07 to go in the second. Hutch kicked out of the face-off circle. Face-off won by Hutch. Trying to chip it up and out. Toso holds the line. Pasqua picks it up. Stick handles, drops back to Toso, who finds Hentges on the back door. And that is a very quick power play goal with 10:57 to go in the second. Spartans up by 3. Everyone stays the same. Hentges takes the face-off. This is Toso and Pasqua far half wall trying to gather it up. Pasqua chips it free, but Hutch holds the line from the slot. Save made by Hansen. Toso far corner chipping it up. Hutch overskates the puck. Pasqua's got 3-on-1. Pasqua tries to hit Hawley. Save made by the Hutch goaltender. 10:37 to go in the second, up by 3. Spartans are going to change. We're going to have Esslinger centering Regan and Hunsley. We've got Gielen and Nokelby at D. Face off. Regan shot from the slot. Save made. Nokelby hustling to the far wall. Puck is chipped past him. Hunsley gathers it up, back to Gielen. Gielen tries to one-time it over to Regan. Puck rolls off his stick. Hutch gathers it up in the neutral zone, going wide right. Nokelby pressuring down into the corner. Gielen battling in front of the net. Shot way high. Hutch from the point dumps it down low. This is Esslinger behind the net, just out of his reach. Hutch gathering it up. Esslinger pressuring. Gielen now trying to ring it over to Regan on the far side, who sends it back to Gielen. Nice pass to Hunsley, gets turned aside by Hutch. Hutch, backhand wide of the net. Esslinger into the far corner. Nokelby trying to ring the boards. This is Esslinger far half wall, lifting it up. Icing called. 9:40 to go in the second, down by 3. Esslinger centering Johnson and Wyatt Erickson. Hinderman and Colton Erickson at D. 9:40 to go in the second, up by 3. Off the face-off, Colton behind the net. Backhands over to Johnson on the far half wall. Johnson's going to take a penalty, shove someone down from behind, and the Spartans are going to be on a penalty kill. Esslinger centering Wyatt Erickson, Colton Erickson and Hinderman at D. 9:33 to go in the second. Up by 3, 2 minutes on the penalty kill. Wyatt, far half wall. Trying to chip it up and out. Can't quite clear. Puck is in the slot. Save made by Hansen. Puck bouncing up to the point. Hutch backhands it in. Colton chips it up and out. Hutch in the neutral zone. Finds their winger on the near half wall. Esslinger picks a pocket. Shot. Save made. Esslinger up to Colton. Backhands it back down to Esslinger. Puck is free. Good back check by Colton. Hutch gains the red line. Gains the blue line. Dumps the puck. Hutch rings the boards. This is Wyatt on the near half wall. Chipping it up. This is going to be icing with 8:46 to go in the second. Up by 3, 1:14 on the PK for your Spartans. And everybody changes. We're going to have Henches centering Pasqua. We've got Toso and Nokleby at D. Henches takes the face off. Won by Hutch. Hutch winger on the half wall sends it up to their D. D dumps it back down low. Shot. Turned aside by Hansen, bounces behind the net. This is Pasqua to the far corner. Hutch gathering it up. Puck rings. Hutch behind their net coming to the near side. Toso tries to get a stick on it. Henches supporting. Nokleby now behind the net, rings the puck far side. This is going to clear the blue line. Hutch gathers it up in the neutral zone. Pasqua is still pressuring. Gets a stick on the outlet pass. Nokleby dumps the puck from the neutral zone. Henches giving chase. Hutch behind their own net as the goalie comes out to play. Hutch regrouping. Got someone just behind our D here on the near half wall, but puck went long. Good hustle back by Pasqua. And Toso chips it up. Pasqua picks a pocket and he's off to the races. Pasqua. Save made. Behind the net trying to center. Hutch turns aside the centering pass. Everybody should be full strength now as Johnson comes out of the box and Hawley joins the play. Hutch. Geelan taking away the pass. Hawley gathers it up. Trying to hit Hunsley here on the near side. Hunsley. Shot. Save made. Hutch gathering it up back behind their net. Geelan picks off the outlet pass. Goes in offside. Puck is dumped. Esslinger gives chase. Esslinger in the corner. Got Esslinger, Hunsley, Hawley, Geelan, and Regan out there right now. Shot flutters over the net. This is Henches. Hawley here on the near half wall. Esslinger lifts it up and out. Played by Hutch in the neutral zone. Good pressure by Hawley. Hawley trying to pick a pocket. Hunsley with it. Hawley and Hunsley battling far half wall. Hutch sends it behind their net. This is Esslinger. Esslinger up to Geelan. Puck is over his stick. Regan gives chase. Regan up and off the wall trying to hit Hunsley. Esslinger gathers it up in the neutral zone. Over to Colton Erickson on the far half wall. Esslinger gathers it up. Hutch picks a pocket. Pasqua far half wall. Swing and a miss. Puck bounces over Geelan's stick. Regan gathers it up. Regan, couple toe drags, stick handles. Finds Pasqua on the near half wall. Pasqua bumped off the puck. Colton Erickson pressuring behind the net. Trying to come out with it. Outlet pass blocked by Hentges. Hentges in the corner. Puck far side. Hutch lifting it high. Nice play by Toso, stopping the breakout. Pasqua battling. Colton trying to support. And Hutch roots the puck. 5:12 to go in the second. $5:12 to go in the second. Spartans up by 2. We're going to have Hentges centering Johnson and Wyatt Erickson. We've got Hinderman Toso at D. Face off. Toso chips it off the boards to Wyatt. Wyatt chips it past the Hutch player, gets chased. Puck rings the boards. Hentges holds at the far half wall. Puck gets past Hindy. Good pinch by Toso. Hinderman backhands it in. Puck goes wide. Hutch gathering it back up, heads up ice, through the neutral zone. Save made. Hinderman, backhand, trying to hit Johnson. Puck rolls off his stick. Shot blocked by Hindy. Hinderman pressuring. Puck is dumped. This is Toso behind the net. Toso, forehand pass around, brings the puck. This is Wyatt Erickson trying to pick it up on the near half wall. Toso chipping it up, trying to hit Wyatt again. Hutch coming out with it in the neutral zone. They hit their winger at the far blue line. Hinderman pinches, trying to hold his guy. I can't see who's there supporting. Sorry. It looks like Hentges. Johnson checks his man. Toso rings the boards to Wyatt Erickson. Wyatt trying to lift it up to Hentges. Puck is past him. Hutch regroups. Puck lifted up and off the zone. This is Toso. And now Nokelby, far corner. Nokelby to Johnson. Back to Nokelby. Nokelby trying to hit Wyatt Erickson. Puck pinched by Hutch. Wyatt battling on the near half wall. Nokelby comes out with it. Chips it up and off the boards. Esslinger pressuring. Hutch regroups and heads right back in. Shot. Save made. Hansen has that pinched under his arm. 3:25 to go in the period. Spartans up by 2. Looks like we're going to have Esslinger with Hunsley and Regan. Nokelby and Colton Erickson at D. 3:25 to go in the period. Regan reverses course here in the near corner. Trying to lift it up and out. Picked off by Hutch. Colton Erickson knocks it aside. Gathers it back up. Colton goes wide. Shot hits the side of the net. Hutch goaltender covers it up. 3:07 to go in the second. Esslinger centering Colton Erickson and Hunsley with Regan and Nokelby at D. Refs chatting behind the net. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Daryl needed a break.
Esslinger trying to tie up off the face-off. Hunsley does a good job picking up the puck, backhands it over the net. Hutch trying to clear it out. Nice pressure by Colton trying to pick a pocket. Hunsley centering pass goes under all the Hutch sticks. And they're heading up ice. Hutch wide left here, trying to cut through the slot. Circling around. Hunsley trying to take away a pass. Regan trying to take away a pass. Up to the point. Shot deflected off of Hunsley's stick and into the net. Whistle blows, 2:28 to go in the period. Henches centering Holly and Pasqua, Hinderman and Gielen at D. Face off. Tied up by Henches, and Pasqua comes in and picks it up. Pasqua's got Holly with him. Shot. Roofs it. Oh, no goal. I thought that went in. Henches pinches, holds the line, dumps the puck. Pasqua far half wall. Hutch gets past him. Shot. High and wide. Holly chipping it up and out. Pasqua giving chase. Here in the near corner, hits the side of the net. Puck is loose. Holly pressuring. Henches into the corner. Pasqua. Hinderman trying to pinch and hold the line. Puck gets past him. Good hustle back by Gielen. Hinderman trying to hustle back and take away the pass. Gielen with good pressure. Shot. Save made. Henches sends it all the way the length of the ice for icing with 1:24 to go in the second, and the Spartans will get a change. We're going to have Esslinger with Johnson and Wyatt Erickson. We've got Regan and Toso at D. $1:23 to go in the second. Puck drop. Esslinger ties up. Good hustle by Wyatt trying to clear it out, but Hutch holds the line. Toso chipping it up and out. Esslinger trying to dump over to Johnson. Hutch picks a pocket. Hutch going wide. They're driving the net. Shot either wide of the net or long. The pass was long of the player. I'm not sure which. Toso back behind the net. Backhand over to Regan. Regan lifts it up and off the board, trying to have Wyatt Erickson pick it up here on the near corner. And then Regan gathers it up and sends it the length of ice for icing with 51 seconds to go in the second. Spartans get a couple of fresh players out there. Esslinger now centering Colton Erickson and Hunsley. D are Gielen and Regan. Off the face-off, good tie-up by Hunsley. Hutch trying to come out with it. Good tie-up by Esslinger. Hutch trying to come out with it. Shot, save made, rebound, save made. And Hansen covers the puck with 39 seconds to go in the second. Spartans change their D. Esslinger centering Hunsley and Colton Erickson. Gielen and Nokelby at D. Good pressure good tie-up by Esslinger. Hutch from the point, couple stick handles, shot right into Hansen's belly. .32 seconds to go in the second. Spartans up by 2. Esslinger, again, good tie-up. Hutch picks it up. Centering pass turned aside by Esslinger. Gielen now behind the net. Esslinger trying to pick up the puck into the corner. Gielen battling. Esslinger supporting. 15 seconds to go in the period. Gielen chipping it up and out. This is going to be icing, and we'll have one more face-off here, I think, in the second. All right. Spartans are short a player. Pasqua hops on the ice. Henches centering Pasqua and Colton. Toso and Colton Erickson are out there too. I don't know. I feel like our D and forwards got all messed around. There we go. At the end of 2, Spartans up by 2. We'll have a quick resurface and be back. Here we go, start of 3. 15 minutes on the clock. Spartans up by 2. Henches centering Holly and Pasqua, Gielan and Regan at D. There we go. Puck drop. Henches taking the face off. Gielan chipping it up and off the boards, trying to hit Pasqua. Hutch dumps it into the Spartan zone. This is Gielan. Far corner, backhands over to Regan. Regan to Holly on the far half wall under his stick, but Pasqua gathers it up in the neutral zone. Pasqua going wide, dumped off the puck. Henches chasing. Puck bounced right out to him in the slot. Shot, save made. Holly's follow-up, save made. Gielan from the near corner tries to center, and the puck is in the net! I don't know if that was Gielan or Henches. I feel like Henches tipped it, but he might not have, so I'm sorry if I get it wrong on the sideline. Now, Gielan's just heading through the line, so it looks like he got it. 4-1 Spartans, 14:31 to go in the game. Everyone stays the same. Gielan off the face-off, chips the puck up, goes under the Hutch stick, no icing. Hunsley pressuring, and now Colton Erickson. Puck rings to the far side. Esslinger giving chase. Regan tries to pinch, puck gets past him a bit. Esslinger sends it back towards the Hutch end, and now pressuring. Hutch through the neutral zone. Hunsley knocked down. Regan picks up the puck. Back behind the net, reverses course. Backhand to Hunsley. Hunsley trying to hit Esslinger. Bumped off the puck, but chips it into the Tiger zone. Colton Erickson gives chase. Backhands to Esslinger. Esslinger behind the net, back over to Colton. Colton up to Nokelby. Nokelby down to Colton. Colton tips it behind him, trying to hit Esslinger in the far corner. Hunsley now behind the net. He's got Colton centering. Shot, save made. Grant with a good rebound, save made. Puck is cleared out. Grant picking it up. Chipping it up, trying to hit Nokelby. Hutch gives chase. Innerman gathers it up, chips it wide. Hutch picks it back up. Circling in their own zone. Henches swing and a miss. Good tie up by Wyatt Erickson. Shot blocked. Hutch to the near half wall. Circling in their own zone. Wyatt tries to poke at it. Henches ties up. Wyatt on the far half wall trying to chip it out. Hutch holds the line. Shot trickles in. Hinderman picks it up. Up to Colton Erickson. Colton gains the red line, dumps the puck. This is Hinderman giving chase behind the net. Hutch, save gloved. 12:29 to go in the game, up 4-1. Henches centering Johnson and Wyatt Erickson, Toso and Gielan at D. Wyatt comes up through the face-off, picks up the puck, dumps it into the Hutch zone, and then gives chase. Hutch behind their own net. Wyatt pressuring. Puck is cleared out by Hutch. Gielan plays it over to Toso. Toso back to Johnson. Johnson to Gielan. Gielan chips it up and hits the netting. Whistle blows. 12-12 to go in the game. Spartans are going to change. Esslinger centering Pasqua and Holly. Toso, Gielan at D. Off the face-off. Hutch through the neutral zone, comes out with it. Esslinger slows him up. Pasqua turns him around. Esslinger giving chase through the neutral zone and into the Hutch zone. Oh, ref got checked. Holly, cross ice, trying to hit Pasqua. Pasqua shoves it into the Spartan zone. Pasqua from the slot, shot, pops the bottle. Sorry guys, I didn't quite get it, but Pasqua popped the bottle. Esslinger centering Pasqua and Holly. Regan and Hinderman at D. Off the face-off. Won by Esslinger to Hinderman, trying to hit Holly. Holly chips it into the zone and Esslinger gives chase. Esslinger into the corner as Hutch comes out with it. Hinderman holds the line. Grant brings it out, chips it back into the Hutch zone. And now Holly pressuring here into the near corner. Puck is cleared. Hinderman tries to stick the puck away there. Shot, save made, rebound. Goes in. 5-2 with 11:11 to go in the game. Henches centering Colton, Erickson, and Hunsley. Nokelby and Gielan at D. Hutch, nice regroup in the neutral zone. Shot from the slot, save made. Trying to cover up the rebound. Puck bounces just wide of the net. Gielan gathering it up, chips it up and out. Oh, nice hustle by Hunsley. Tips the puck back to Colton Erickson. Colton in the corner. Gielan here on the half wall, tries to pinch. Hunsley trying to hold the line. Oh, Hunsley gets knocked down. Ooh, Henches went into the board on his own. Nokelby dumps the puck. Henches in the corner. Colton trying to center to Hunsley, get knocked around. Hutch has decided to get a little physical here as they head up ice. 10:18 to go in the game. Spartans up by 3. Through the slot, shot bounces wide. Gielan pressuring. Henches coming out with it, trying to hit Colton Erickson. Goes long off of Hutch's stick, and the Spartans get a little bit of a change. Shot, save made. Nokelby to the far half wall. Hutch behind their own net. Henches pressuring. Hutch from the point. Shot, gloved. $9:50 to go in the game. Up by 3. Spartans change their D. Esslinger centering Wyatt Erickson and Johnson with Hinderman and Toso at D. Behind the net, this is Toso ringing the boards. Wyatt Erickson pressuring. Esslinger comes out with it. He's got Johnson in the neutral zone, but Hutch turns the puck aside. Esslinger pressuring down into the Hutch zone. Hutch D to D. Nice breakout. They send that on net. This is Toso into the corner, chipping it up. Wyatt Erickson. Hinderman into the near corner. Hindi comes out with it. Heads up ice. Going wide. Trying to dance around a player. Dumps the puck. Wyatt behind the net. Gets bumped. Nice job by Johnson to cover for Hindi as he's down low. Hinderman trying to tie up at the blue line. Puck is dumped. This is Wyatt Erickson giving chase, far corner. Hutch coming out with some speed. Henches sends this up. No icing. Tigers gathered up behind their own net. 8:44 to go in the game. Toso with it. Neutral zone. Trying to bring it in. Pasqua dumps the puck. Hutch gathering it up. Pasqua picks it up in the neutral zone. Stick handle. Bumped off the puck. Holly trying to pick it up. Henches chips it up. Pasqua, good pressure. Henches takes the puck away. Heads up ice. Going wide. Tries to center to Pasqua. Has his stick lifted. Hutch. Through the neutral zone. Good pressure by Regan. Turns the puck aside. Puck is dumped. Hutch picks it up. Toe drag. Through the slot. Turned aside. Gielan chipping it up and out. Shot is wide of the net from the point. Holly in the corner. Chipping it up. Hutch at the blue line. Holding the puck. Holly pressuring. Hutch dumps the puck down low. Back behind their own net here into the near corner. Pasqua on the half wall. Gielan supporting. Chipped up and out. Hutch gathering it up. Heading right back the other direction. Through the neutral zone. Good pressure by Holly. Turns the puck over to Pasqua. Pasqua's shot, save made. Follow-up shot, save made. And now we've got a 2-on-1 going the other way. Regan deflects that shot up and into the netting. 7:11 to go in the game. Spartans up by 3. Henches centering Hunsley and Colton Erickson, Nokelby and Toso at D. Tie up off the face-off. Toso picks it up, trying to go far side. Nice play by Hunsley. Esslinger trying to hit Colton Erickson here on the near half wall. Hutch tips it aside. Colton gathers it up. Colton a couple toe drags, dances along the blue line, dumps the puck. Hunsley gives chase. Hunsley tries to center to Colton. Puck just rolls off the back of the stick. Colton, good battle here in the corner. Sends the puck up the near half wall. Nokelby, good battle. Hutch has a 2-on-1. Shot, save made. Hutch from the slot, shot wide. Esslinger tying up behind the net. Brings the puck. Puck is cleared. This is going to go the length of the ice for icing. With 6:21 to go in the game, Spartans are going to change. We're going to have Henches centering Wyatt Erickson and Johnson. We've got Regan and Hinderman at D. Henches, good tie-up. Shot off the face-off. Goes high. This is Johnson into the corner. From the point, shot, save made. Hinderman. Regan turns aside the centering pass. Hutch hits a post from the point. Good pressure by Wyatt Erickson. Clears the puck out into the neutral zone. Hutch giving chase. Puck is dumped. This is Hindi. Loses the puck. Centering pass. Turned aside. Henches into the corner. Puck to the point. And then dumped down low. Shot blocked by Regan. Picked up by Henches. Henches chips it up, trying to hit Wyatt. Puck is a little behind him in the neutral zone. Henches supporting. Puck into the Hutch zone. Hutch, D to D. Heading up ice. Johnson gets a stick on it, trying to turn it around. Hutch through the neutral zone. Little spinorama there. Hutch from the slot. Shot blocked by Gielan. Wyatt Erickson, far side. Gielan behind the net. Puck lifted up and out. Hutch gathers it back up in the neutral zone. Esslinger pressuring. Hutch coming in with speed. Shot, save made. Rebound picked up by Holly. Chipped up. Almost out. Takes an odd bounce. And this is Regan into the corner. Hutch sends the puck through the slot. Whiffs or fans on the shot, it looks like. I'm not sure where it ended up. It's kind of hard to see from here. 4:38 to go in the game, and Spartans are going to finish their change. We're going to have Esslinger with Pasqua and Holly, Nokelby and Gielen at D. Spartans up by 3. Face off. Gielen chips it up to Pasqua. Back down to Gielen. Hutch behind their own net. Nokelby into the corner to pressure. Esslinger. Nokelby pressuring Hutch. From the dot. Shot. Save made. Hutch player knocked on his butt by Esslinger. Shot. Save made and deflected up into the netting. 4:12 to go in the game. Spartans are going to change. Henches centering Hunsley and Colton Erickson. Toso and Hinderman at D. Face off. Everybody trying to tie up. Puck is bouncing around the slot. Colton picks it up. Hits Hunsley far side. Hunsley shot, gloved. 4:01 to go in the game. Spartans up by 3. Henches on the face-off, won by Hutch. Hutch rings the boards. This is going to go the length of the ice. Handy can't quite get the 50-50 puck. Knob save by Hansen. Hinderman shoves the puck behind the net. Henches takes a swing at it. Centering pass turned aside by Hindy. Lifts it up and out off the board. Both Colton Erickson and Hunsley pressuring. Colton taking away the pass. Puck goes far side. Toso knocks it into the Hutch zone. Hutch through the neutral zone. Good reach by Toso, knocking it wide. Down into the corner. Hutch from the slot, blocked by Toso. Save made by Hansen. 3:11 to go in the game. Up by 3. Esslinger centering Johnson and Wyatt Erickson. Regan and Gielen at D. Off the face-off, good tie-up, and Johnson picks it up through the neutral zone, gains the red line, dumps the puck. Wyatt giving chase. Wyatt tying up in the corner. Esslinger, nice hit. Johnson battling near half wall. I think they weren't quite sure where the puck was. Hutch down in the corner, Esslinger tying up. Wyatt Erickson trying to come out with it. Up to Gielen, back down to Wyatt. 2:40 to go in the game, up by 3. Hutch dumps the puck, their far side. Winger comes back behind the net. This is Esslinger, up to Gielen. Over to Regan, shot, high and wide. Hutch lifts the puck up and out through the neutral zone. Regan gathers it up. Dumps it off the near half wall. Regan gains the red line, dumps the puck. Johnson giving chase behind the net. Hutch dumps the puck far side. Regan hammers it, clears it out. This is going to be icing, and the Spartans are going to get to finish their change. 2 minutes to go in the game. Up by 3. Henches centering Pasqua and Holly. Hinderman, Nokelby at D. Off the face-off, this is Nobleby behind the net. Puck into the near corner, Hench is pressuring. Puck is up. Pasqua trying to chip it up to Holly, goes long off his stick. Hutch regrouping. Henches sends it in. Puck down low behind the net. Hutch trying to gather up, Pasqua pressuring. Almost picks that pocket. Nobleby holds the line, trying to dump the puck. Henches comes in, loses an edge, pushes the puck over to Pasqua. Pasqua trying to center, puck is turned aside. Holly. Pass is knocked down by the defenseman. Henches gets pushed into the boards. Hutch coming out with it. Pasqua with a good stick, knocks it back into the Hutch zone. 1:11 to go in the game. This is Holly down into the corner. Pasqua pressuring. Holly bumped off the puck. Esslinger takes Hench's place. Hutch coming out with it. This is Esslinger. Pasqua sends it in deep, and offsides is called. 47 seconds to go in the game. Spartans up by 3. Esslinger centering Hunsley and Colton Erickson. Choso and Gielan at D. Nice job tying up by Esslinger. Hunsley chips it back to Gielan. Gielan trying to knock it in off the dasher, and it takes one of the most right-hand turns I've ever seen off the glass. It went back out of the zone. Esslinger on the faceoff. Good tie-up. Hunsley chips it back to Gielan. Gielan uses the boards instead of the glass this time. Sends it deep into the zone. Esslinger behind the net. Trying to get over to Hunsley, and Hutch comes out with it with some speed. Nice job by Colton Erickson turning on the side. Hunsley supporting. Esslinger over there as well. Puck is chipped into the Hutch zone. Goalie plays it here to the near half wall. Colton gathers it up in the neutral zone. Back to Gielan. Gielan lifts it up. And it ends up back in the Hutch zone. Esslinger through the neutral zone. To Gielan. Gielan spending some time going behind the net, down into the corner. And the Spartans take home a win from Hutch, 5-2.